told that in this new series we've got to feature more green cars. So here's one. It's really the greenest car we could find, really, and hopefully it will keep the environmentals happy.
What do we want?
A Range Rover!
Why do we want it?
As soon as we can arrange easy finance.
Well, right. As soon as the supercharger comes out.
Yeah,
See, the bus driver was so angry he had to come up and ask for an autograph.
Yeah, and then look, they put a bus in front of us so we couldn't be seen by all the passengers, but we just chained ourselves to that one then. My cold, dead fingers will have to be prized from this bus.
The only way I'm leaving this bus is without this arm.
Yeah.
Yep. Once in a man's life.
You have to just do the
Put
right
your feet down and say that, hello. Yeah, now you see, what happened here is with the police, really nice policemen, they really were, and they said they'd got better things to do really than deal with three middle-class boys chained to a bus, and would be mind going away. So this is what happened.
Yeah. Kick off, this is it. Oh! That's not good. Let's head off number 4 there. Acceleration's good.
The Igo was also agile.
The steering on this car is light, it's easy to manoeuvre in a supermarket car park football situation.
But more than that, the Igo allowed James to do the first sporting thing in his life.
Headed on through. Yes, I've scored a goal at football! Oh, I've scored a goal!
Foul.
Door ball, that's not allowed. One of the things I will say about this car, it does withstand quite severe knock very well.
That means 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. The top speed is 165 miles an hour. Oh, yes! Oh, boy, this is so amazing. I got no seat belts. There's no roll bar. And I don't care. Michael Schumacher is dead.
And here we go, and that's a disaster already. Oh my God.
He has achieved 30.
I've felt like this since I was a very small boy.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a wobble there. That was a splash.
No, it's flying everywhere.
Oh yes, it's very bumpy.
Oh. That's not the first time that's happened, is it?
Richard,
Yeah?
that happened in a Jaguar.
Yes, exactly. This is the car with one of the world's best ride qualities. So you, sir, in your sporty BMW, are probably going to drown.
Down my lap. Oh. It's ever so cold. Oh, is this like being old?
Desi's quite wet.
There.
Yeah. And beige trousers, big problem there. It's.
How did you get it up here?
I'm only small. I mean, it's that's somebody else's waistband.
You know, the bonnet just bounced up. That'll have chucked it all in his crotch.
I so hope so.
No! Oh no!
Just from his expression.
Ah, well done.
Jeremy,
Let me take that.
I think we can already tell.
Oh,
yeah.
Sunshine.
Yeah. It's not pleasant, is it? If you do that, then your trouser leg...
Look at this!
Whoa, hang on! Oh, now I'm struggling because I want to laugh, but that actually looks pretty good.
See, here's my thing, okay? I thought a nice paint job would be one thing.
Is that going to make it go any faster?
No, but I had that one covered. That is a turbocharger from Pentia Ricola's Group A rally car.
Is it?
230 brake horsepower. Was 150.
So you'll almost certainly manage one lap of wherever we're going and then it'll explode.
Well, it was broken.
Next, it was James's turn.
That's British Racing Green, isn't it? That's what he's going to tell us.
You ran out of pay.
Well, I did. Now, I had 400 quid left. I spent £370
mending the engine, £10 on a tin of Hammerite that wasn't quite big enough.
So, what had Hammond done to his BMW?
I spent 1,250 quid on the car, which left me £250 to race prepare it, ready for today's event. And here it is. Here it is. I want you to feast your eyes on this.
What a fridge freezer on the front of it for
No, that's a chin spoiler. I've gone for... What's that? That's a side exhaust.
They're not connected to the engine, are they?
Technically,
Anyway.
no. Well, they're connected to the same car that the engine is in.
So as usual, you spent all your money on stuff that makes no difference to the way the car goes, apart from possibly making it a bit heavier.
The driver is to stand a chance of clearing these and this and this and these. The 26-foot town car will have to be doing 60 miles an hour when it launches from this ramp.
So, there we go. Everything's ready. And they're off!
I wonder where it's going to land.
That's one hell of a runner.
Here comes the bride. Will her limo make it? It's leap now or forever be smashed to pieces.
Vauxhall Vectra. Anyone got one? Who says you have? And you're a big chap. It's a nice car.
Good choice, sir.
I may have been wrong about that earlier. Which one would you have? Which one would you steal? It's like a car thief, is it? Anyone under 25 is a car thief in my book. Jaguar?
Yeah,
You'd have the
you're right.
Passat.
The Passat, it's a quality car, that is.
First complaint, the cups are dirty.
This is Mrs. Hammond. Currently she drives a Mazda 626, but she once had a Volvo 340, which she describes as lovely. So we can see where her son gets his taste in cars from. This is Mrs. Clarkson. She doesn't care what car she drives, so long as it has an automatic gearbox and classic FM on the stereo. So naturally, she has a Honda Jazz. And finally, this is Mrs. May, who has a Seat Arosa. She's been done for speeding twice, which is 2 times more than James. And they're off.
No.
Mrs. Clarkson goes for the Peugeot. Mrs. Hammond for the Renault.
Chardox must be on.
And Mrs. May for the simple-as-you-like Honda.
First of all, you've got to get your seat in the comfortable position.
I'm not here to help you. I'm here to make sure you don't cheat. Do you like the doors?
No.
I can't help you. I can only check that you don't cheat, but it is a knob on the right.
Oh, yes, I got it.
There you go.
Got it,
Right,
hey!
excellent.
What do you fiddle with?
Nothing, I was just checking that was all working.
That's it.
Oh, heavens. Mrs. May has already got her engine started.
You need to press a button that unfolds the mirrors. Do you want to put your specs
So many
on?
buttons. Do an engine. Pressing the little button and nothing's happening.
Yes!
Yes! Let's check that.
Yes.
I know, there's a key.
Key.
No, because it's so... am I...
No, there's your wipers.
There's the wipers.
Siegs. Yes! Go!
Mrs. May is underway.
Victory!
That's
Well,
an easy...
good on her.
No, it's just that must mean that the
Yes.
Honda Jazz is an easy car to understand.
We're good to go. Mays are gone.
Clarkson's not going anywhere.
It's so close! Oh, and it's gone away! It was on the dashboard and it's gone! You got it!
That's it. Okay, go.
Now we move into the flappy paddle gearbox.
Put it into auto.
Could do.
Will it go now?
May do.
It is, I think it's slightly noisier. That's why I don't like low profile tyres, because you can feel the road, can't you?
Low profile tyres.
No low profile wheels.
Where did you learn that?
So, obviously, the job of testing it had to be given to our trendiest, most lifestyle-y presenter. That'd be James May.
They're rubbish.
They are rubbish.
Hands-free kits are rubbish. Not this one. This is called the Phobile, okay? And the brilliant thing is, it's got an attachment on it. You stick it straight in your mobile phone and break it, like that. And then...
Is that real?
Yeah, it works. Whitehall 1212, please.
Technically, you are hands-free there.
Completely.
Here we go!
Wounded left arm.
It is so beautifully balanced. You can't really stick it in. Ooh, I like this car. They won't be expecting this. Safe.
Well, sort of. Unfortunately, my plan gave the soldiers a chance to reposition, regroup, and reload.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
So when I came out, I was in real trouble.
And there we are, back again.
In the Porsche, I was hit 6 times.
Boat.
See, here's the deal, okay? We get many letters asking us what is the fastest way of getting from London to Oslo. Actually, that's a lie. We've never had a single letter on the subject, and now we never will, because tonight we're going to find out.
They weren't even close.
Jeremy, how are you? Where are you?
I'm well, but well, yeah, let's cut to the chase. I'm here and have been for some time.
Right.
So I'm afraid the race is done, but I gather that you've got some serious problems.
Yeah, we've broken 2 boats. The rib burst when we hit a particularly big wave. So we're now wandering around. I have no idea where, looking for a bus, I suppose.
How far away are you, do you think, from Oslo?
To be honest, I don't really know.
Well, listen, honestly, I shall be thinking of you, and take care.
Okay, thank you, we will.
See you later.
Bye. He's there, mate.
What's the Norwegian for oak?
He'll be racing. The new 4-wheel drive Fiat Panda has a top speed of 90 miles an hour and is fueled by a highly explosive liquid called petrol. Mr. Muir, on the other hand, has a top speed of 15 miles an hour and is fueled this morning by eggs, bacon and 2 pieces of toast.
It sounds like a foregone conclusion, but Mr. Muir is a keen marathon runner, and we're going to be racing over the marathon course in London on a very chilly, sleety Tuesday morning at rush hour. And goodbye, goodbye.
Pretty much follows the normal London Marathon course, starting in Greenwich and ending on the Mall. On a clear day, Mr. Muir could do this in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Theoretically, it would take me 2 hours and 27 minutes. 7 minutes more. That's because the doommongers say the average speed of a car at rush hour in central London is 10.6 miles an hour. But to begin with, at least, I was doing a damn sight more than that. Oh, look at this. You see, rush hour, on a sleety, miserable morning in London. Not a thing on the roads. What are people on about? Neck. Oh my God! It's just... You just can't just run by! Don't do that. Here we go. I haven't seen him. I had no idea that Mr. Muir had crossed the line. I really thought I'd overtaken him somewhere on the embankment. So I was in for a bit of a shock.
Where's the big guy with the car?
And here's the finish line. Oh, yes.
What time did you call this?
How did you do that? How long have you been here for?
10 minutes.
He's not even out of breath. I'll go and park. That's amazing. So you ran it in 2 hours?
It was about 2:28 something.
And I was 2:39. You're 11 minutes faster than a car. Look, you are ruining the cool wall.
Sorry.
You are ruining it, and one day I will be better, and I'm going to put it right again.
You've got to have an operation first, haven't you?
Yes, I may have to have an operation.
So there is presumably a chance it can go horribly wrong.
5% chance I'll be in a wheelchair.
5%.
Forever.
Well, people do the lottery every week with worse odds than that. I'll take my chance. And if it does go wrong, just imagine. You're there in your chair, they wheel a telly in. You like cars, Mr. Clarkson, watch this Top Gear, and there'll be me with your cool wall. Welcome to... It could happen.
Where the hell's that bass coming from?
You're just exposing yourself for the old man.
And
It's
I've gone
a
into fifth and I
V6,
wanted
it's
third.
tuned.
You're wrong.
Well, I'm not.
You are. Comes the glory.
The question now is which car would be best of the rest?
85, 90.
My powerful Nissan started to haul in the Chrysler.
Oh, they've left the bonnet in it. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat Hammond. I'm not going to... He's winning. He's winning.
Well, I knows my place. Last.
Third was giving the A-Class and its owners a thorough going over.
As we can see, if we tip it into around about there, it really does hang on remarkably well.
You're hanging on well?
I'm hanging on very well, yes, thank you. Now, of course, the downfall of this car originally was the so-called elk test, whereby the car was likely to topple over in a violent manoeuvre, but just to be on the safe side, as you can see, it's now perfect.
You alright, darling?
Briefly, I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that. So, it was launched in 1996 with 115 brake horsepower. And in 1998, the 1.8 litre petrol engine was uprated to 122 brake horsepower.
That's an encyclopedic knowledge.
Yeah, it's part of my job. I have to know about every car.
Because it's not difficult, frankly. I mean, he proved it, OK? I mean, for instance, what do you drive?
SD1.
A Rover SD1. You see, that's an awful car. You, what have you got?
Clear.
You stole that, good. Renault Clio was the car that caused me to leave old Top Gear because it was so boring I couldn't think of anything to say about it. See how easy this is?
Mr. Brake, you come out here. Ask him what he's got.
He's got Fiesta. Fiesta.
What do you think of that then, big fella?
Good car.
There you go.
You what, sorry?
Drive from the back seat.
You can drive from the back seat.
This is terrifying.
Yes.
I feel like...
So sad.
I feel like... Have you ever seen Stonehenge when the top bits drop off?
A number of rolls. So let's check again in slow motion.
We only needed 5, and as you saw there, we managed 6. So we did it, and look, we even got a certificate there and everything. Look at that.
Welcome then to Top Gear's Roundup of outdoor toys.
At the core of this scene we have the quad bike, a simple device used by hill farmers to round up their sheep.
They started out about 30 years ago in Australia as three-wheeled machines, but the accident rate was absolutely appalling. So bad, in fact, that in the States they were completely banned. But then about 20 years ago, someone at Suzuki had a great idea. He said, what if we put four wheels on it? And at that moment, the quad bike, as we know it, was born.
At £12,000 it is pretty expensive, and with a top speed of 22 miles an hour it's not exactly fast. But because you steer by braking the wheels on one side, it can turn in its own length. And because it has 8-wheel drive, it's pretty much unstoppable when the going gets rough. And not only will it climb every mountain, but also it'll ford every stream.
It's not deep water. Oh, but wait, it's gone all smooth. I suspect it is deep water now. And we're floating. You don't actually get a propeller, although you can put an outboard on the back, up to 10 horsepower. The drive is just coming from the wheels turning. It even steers slightly.
I'd give the rest of my year's salary to see that sink.
If he'd driven in and it had just gone to the bottom and there were just bubbles.
I want him to keep talking as it goes down, like the captain of the Titanic.
What did you say?
We're just saying we hope it sinks.
It can't sink. It's made of polyethylene.
Oh. Gear? Yes. See?
Ah! I'm in gear now. I have no idea what gear I'm in, and it won't engage neutral. Well done, Mr. Mole Husband, you're off. Oh my God! I hate this quad!
Saw are eaten by a bear, so they need a car with a gun rack.
Top of them all.
But most people who go for a walk in the English countryside aren't eaten by a bear, so they don't. In America, everyone dreams of being a frontiersman out in the open in a covered wagon, whereas we don't really have that dream.
You see, I've got the BMW. I've got the BMW 3 Series.
Looks like a Nissan. Looks like a Nissan. It doesn't look like a Nissan. It looks like 15 feet of car.
It is. It's just some car.
Some car. I'm sorry. Do you know what? First time ever.
Can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered to put it on the board.
Anyway.
I've been killed. I've definitely been killed.